Melissa Knight here.
Hey everyone, Mel Knight here.
And we have a very special episode of Nightlight this afternoon. We are going to be doing an unboxing of the Edelkrone JibOne version 2. So in addition to the JibOne version 2, we also purchased the HeadPLUS Pro and the FocusPLUS Pro. So the HeadPLUS Pro allows us to use up to 20 pounds of payload. We do have both the V-Raptor and the Komodo, and that with the lenses and the monitors and everything else we have on the camera system, we were worried about the 10-pound max payload on the regular HeadPLUS. And the FocusPLUS Pro allows the JibOne to basically put the image in focus, depending on what point you set within the mobile app. All right, so are you ready to get this unboxed?
Let's get started.
All
for
right,
sure.
Let's do the overhead cam. All right, I will do the first box, and then I guess you could do the second box. I'll do the Focus Plus.
Okay, cool.
All right. So you're probably wondering why we have Mel on the show today. She's our DP, our director of photography, and thought it would be important to have a DP while we are unboxing this Jib. All right. All right, nice boxing. A user's manual. This is the FocusPLUS Pro. Just a quick setup guide, inserting the battery. I don't know what's in here. So just QR codes for the app, for downloading the Edelkrone app.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah. They did a good job with their, they paid a lot of attention to detail in their boxing. Let's see. You and I have received boxes in the past that were mangled to hell.
Yeah.
What is this? Cable. No, that's not a cable. What is that?
Oh, it's for the focus pull.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so basically you wrap this around a lens that doesn't have the mechanical, some lenses don't have this sort of mechanical strip around it for a focus system. So this basically allows you to add that to a camera lens. Let's put this all aside. Mel's OCD is freaking out right now because I'm just like throwing everything everywhere. All right, this is the actual focus system. So this allows the JibOne to handle focus for the different points that you set in the app. So just regular, NPF battery.
Mm-hmm.
So not much to it. Doesn't look like there's anything else in here. A focus calibration chart. Oh, okay. There's other stuff.
I was gonna say there needs to be more.
Yeah. So these are the different rails that you're gonna put on the end of your camera for actually putting the focus system on it. So depending on your lens, the size of your lens, you might want a longer rail.
Mm-hmm. They have short ones too, which is nice.
Yeah. All right, I don't know what this is. What is that? What do you think that's for? It's weird. Oh, you know what that's for? That's for the chart, I bet. I bet it's for the,
Yeah, it looks like it.
yeah. Yeah, so you stick this. This allows you to basically make sure you're in focus.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's on frame. All right, cool. Have the more fun unboxing. Let you do the head. How does this go back in?
There you go.
Yay! Yeah.
Later.
All right. Since you're the DP, I'll let you unbox the rails.
Thanks.
All right. I like the boxes. I think we'll definitely keep. I love the black matte. The black on black is cool.
Yeah, it's cool looking.
Mel loves unboxing stuff, so I know she's having the time of her life right now.
Sweet. Here we go. Another user's manual. We'll just put that there.
Okay.
Oh, this is nice.
HeadPLUS Pro version 2. Pictures!
This is nice. You can mount the camera.
Oh, nice.
Nice little plate.
Very cool.
All different types.
You can tell it's definitely beefier than the other HeadPLUS.
But the quality of the metal is nice too. Has a graph right here.
Yeah.
A measurement.
Very cool. I like how big this is. It's not like one of those small ones.
Well, it's
got a big wheel in it.
Because it has to hold either a Raptor or Komodo or Sony cameras we own.
Wow, that thing is massive.
Yeah, this is heavy for sure.
Holy cow.
Look at all the different inputs here.
Wow. We have to figure out what those links are.
Yeah. Laser.
Wow.
Very nice.
That thing is
this thing is
beefy.
It's very heavy.
It's got some meat to it.
Here we have some other plate that goes here. Take this out.
I just got a craving for Greek food.
Me too.
Should get Greek food for dinner.
Oh, cool. And those little tools to tighten up.
Oh, okay.
Devices.
I love it. Oh, look, magnetic. Who doesn't love magnets? That's great.
So let's take this box out of the way. Let's place this here.
All right, so I guess let's make sure to keep everything together. Got that. You want to put this back in the box?
Yeah.
Then.
Just pointing out, they have these matte black, so you can tighten the devices together. It's cool.
Very nice. Are these the weights? The counterweights?
Yeah, they're pretty heavy.
Okay.
There's 4 of them.
For those of you who are interested in a lot more than just an unboxing video with the JibOne, we will be actually assembling this on the video as well. Oh.
The last one.
The last one. I think those are the counterweights. So we're gonna actually, like I said, we're gonna be assembling the JibOne. We're gonna finish the unboxing of all the boxes, and then we will go ahead and walk through assembling this so all of you can learn how to assemble it with us. All right.
Yeah, these are actually called with extenders.
With extenders? Oh, very cool. That's awesome.
All right, so you're next.
Actually, why don't you do the unboxing for the rails? I'll let you do it.
Okay.
Since you're the resident DP. And you're so good at unboxing videos.
Whatever. I think you just want me to unbox.
All right.
This is quite heavy.
Yeah, I'm taking the lazy way out.
All right, let me just put this out here. Alrighty, this.
That's got some weight to it.
Yeah, it does.
Pretty heavy.
We should probably use this. I don't know if you're up for it, but we should test it out.
Yeah, well, I mean, after we're done with the unboxing, we're gonna do the setup, and after the setup, we're gonna actually show all of you how to use it. So downloading the mobile app, pairing it with the JibOne, and then setting your different points of what you want to actually film. Oh, did our box get messed up? Our box got messed up.
I think it was shipped that way.
Oh.
If you can grab that side, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put this down.
All right, there you go. Very nice. That sucks that we got a messed up box.
What can you do?
Maybe we can have them ship out a new box. Send us an empty box. All right.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna need your help.
There we go. Wow. Wow. Yeah, there's the counterweights. Counterweights are located under this cover. This is pretty awesome. I think they sell a travel backpack for this. Like you can actually, I think they sell a bag.
I think we should buy it.
Yeah.
Let's take this bad boy out.
Yeah, JibOne user's manual.
Wow, this is cool.
Is it heavy?
Believe it or not, it's actually not that bad.
Okay.
Plate.
There. Oh wow. It's not terribly heavy.
I mean, it's nice. I like how it's nice and compact. You can actually put it in a case.
What do you feel like as far as the quality is concerned compared to our Rhino slider?
This
do you
one's
feel like
definitely
there's
better
a lot more?
looking. I like that it's easier to lift.
It does look better. I think it's
hard. Yeah, it definitely looks nicer. The quality looks better.
Okay.
But also it's compact, whereas the other one is have so much other.
There's so much stuff hanging from it.
It's hard to really hold it in any way. But this is nice and easy to grab.
What do you think for the assembly, when we're actually assembling this, we move out to Studio B and do it out there just because we'll have more space?
Should we?
Is this how it goes back in? Okay. All right, so the counterweights are underneath
Counterweights
here.
are down here.
Yeah, so what we can do is since we're done with the unboxing video, Mel and I will move out to Studio B and film out there. And that way we have more room to just kind of put all of this together and figure out what we're doing along the way. Hey everyone, okay, so this is our third attempt to record this video. Hopefully third time's a charm. We ran into some IT issues with the previous takes. So we are ready to go ahead and get this built. So we went ahead and started it out. The arm is very easily installed on top of your sticks. You want to make sure to use a tripod that can handle the weight of the JibOne. So there's actually just a knob here. So you just go ahead and set it right on top of that 1/4-20 and then tighten the knob to make sure that it is nice and tight. So the JibOne has different safety pins on it. There's one right here in the middle. You want to make sure that that's nice and tight and in when you're building this out. You don't want this flopping all over the place. So just make sure that that safety pin stays in. All right, so when you first mount your JibOne, the arm is going to be retracted. You're going to want to go ahead and protect that out. You're going to want to make sure that you loosen the tension knob so you can actually do that. And then you've got your knobs here. So you want to go ahead and loosen those, and then you can easily just pull this right out. Now there are numbers on the top bar and the lower bar. So whatever you have the top bar to, you want to make sure that the number at the bottom matches that. So here, I'm going to go ahead and set the top bar to 25. And then we'll make sure that 25 is on the bottom as well. Edelkrone is modular, which is one of the things that I love about the company. So all of the different pieces and parts that you can buy to assemble your entire ecosystem, they all communicate with each other. So you can actually purchase different heads for the JibOne. And we went ahead and purchased the HeadPLUS Pro. Now, we went ahead and mounted the Sony a7S III on it. So there's an additional arm here that you're gonna wanna make sure to pull all the way out. There's a little knob here at the bottom. Mel, if you wanna take this. There's an additional knob here at the bottom that you're gonna wanna loosen. And you're gonna want, once you loosen that, you're gonna wanna pull this outwards. So it just moves back and forth. If you're using the HeadPLUS Pro, okay, so you can completely take that off. But if you're using the HeadPLUS Pro, you want to make sure that you expose all 4 lines. So there's numerous lines here on this arm, and you want to make sure that you have the 4th line visible. So all 4 lines need to be pulled out, and then we're going to go ahead and make sure that that's as tight as possible. You don't want your payload, which is your camera system, to fall on the ground. So again, make sure that this is tightened. You've got your safety pin in, and Mel, I'll let you put the head on. So there's a knob here with a 1/4-20 screw on it. Mel's just gonna go ahead and assemble that. Now, depending on your payload size, so we're gonna be using the JibOne with the red V-Raptor as well as the Komodo. Whatever you're gonna be putting on here, whatever camera system, lens, monitor, all of that needs to be done, and then you need to balance. Obviously, I'm not gonna take the time to balance this out and then change the lens out with like a super heavy Zeiss lens. Right now we have a 1635 zoom lens on there, the Sony G Master. And so we're gonna go ahead and just get this. For purposes of this video, we'll use the Sony a7S III. But now that Mel has gotten this screwed on tight, just remember that there's locking screws throughout the entire system, and you want to make sure that those screws are obviously unlocked when you're ready to balance it. Now, just like any gimbal, this needs to be balanced. Just like any jib, this needs to be balanced. So Mel has the counterweights in her hand, and the counterweights obviously will go on the opposite side of the camera. Now, all of these work in conjunction together. So if, for example, it's too front heavy where your payload is, then you need to actually slide your counterweights back. Your counterweights need to be on the opposite side of the power unit. So right now, Mel has this all the way to the back of the arm. So I'll show you. So here you can see that the counterweights are all the way to the back. Now she has all 4 counterweights on there. The payload is relatively heavy. You know, just play with it. Figure out how many counterweights your exact weight requires. So now that we've got this all assembled, everything's on here. We've got the camera on the HeadPLUS. We have the HeadPLUS on. We also have the focus system. So as you saw in the unboxing portion of this video, we did purchase the focus system. And so now this particular system has autofocus, so we don't need this, but we will be using this with the Reds because they don't have autofocus. I think it's in beta right now.
I think so.
But I don't think it's fully baked. So now that this is all assembled, we're gonna go ahead and balance this. And Mel is awesome at balancing, so I'll actually let her do this portion. So you wanna have someone helping you with this. I have actually pulled the safety pin out and forgotten that this side was a lot heavier than the other side and the camera went crashing down. So you wanna have help. You wanna have someone helping out with this. Okay, so let's go ahead and just start, let's pull out the safety pin. Okay, so now that I've pulled out the pin, you can see that the camera side is a lot heavier than this side. So we want to adjust the weights. Now, Mel has this all the way back and she has all 4 counterweights on here. Did it come with more than 4?
Just
or is that
4.
the max? Okay, so we now know that we can't go back any further with the weights and we can't add more weights. So what do? Well, we can adjust the arm. So right now we're pulled out to 25.
Do you want to put the pin back in?
Yeah, so let's put the pin back in. Let's make sure that that tension knob is loose, and let's go ahead and I'm gonna hold the camera system while unlocking these. And I'm just gonna push this in a bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go to maybe like
22.
What are you, 23?
22.
22?
Yeah. And we can adjust it if we need to.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull the pin out, safety pin. All right, let's try it now. Let go. Yeah, don't forget to tighten that tension knob because it will actually fail when you load the app. All right, so now it's looking like
a little bit heavy.
Back is too heavy, so we've pulled this in too far. So
well, check it out.
We have an option to either move the weights forward, which is probably what Mel's gonna do.
Just hang on to that side.
Yep.
So I can adjust. Let's see how it looks on this side.
So remember, don't immediately just go to pulling weights off. Remember that you can actually slide these weights forward and back. So it's still back heavy, so Mel's gonna move it again. Okay, so it looks like it's front heavy now. Remember, just like balancing any gimbal, you might be in a situation where you have to make very minute weight changes with the counterweight. So now it's still front heavy, just a little bit more, I think.
Okay.
Still front heavy.
It's okay.
That might have been a little too much, but let's see.
Okay, let's see that. Let's go make sure it's straight.
This is the most time-consuming part, is getting it balanced.
Let's see.
Okay, so I think it's a little better. It's still a little heavy. I would say like a very small move.
Okay.
Backwards. There we go. That might have been too far, but let's see. Oh, that looks like it's perfect. So you know that it's balanced when you put the jib in any particular position and it stays there. So as long as it stays there, you are perfectly balanced.
So we're good?
Yep, so we are perfectly balanced.
Great.
And now our JibOne is built. So now what's left is actually running the power cables from the DC in and out ports to the power bank that we purchased, and then adding it to the Edelkrone Mobile App. So you want to help?
Yeah. And while we're plugging up these power cords, it came with a power bank. So we actually added our small rig 50, which is going to power the entire device. And we were big fans of small rig. It's pretty easy to use, and it tells you how much percentage of battery is left.
Okay, so we've now run the power cables to all of the DC in ports to all of the modules on the JibOne, including the additional modules that we purchased, like the focus system. We've run it to the HeadPLUS Pro, and we've also run it to the jib itself, so the jib can have power. So everything has juice, everything has power. We're ready to go. So the first thing that we're gonna wanna do after we've now balanced it is actually unlocking all the safety pins so it can actually move when we turn it on. So Mel, if you can help me. Mm-hmm. So anything that has a little lock icon on it is a safety pin that you want to unlock before it actually turns on. And you should be able to move the head.
There's one right here as well.
Because remember, this is both pan and tilt. So you want to make sure that the tilt can move and the head can pan.
Seems like it's out.
Okay.
While you're finishing up here, I'm going to get your phone so we can connect it to the app.
Did I pull it up? Okay. All right. It's a little off, Mel, now that we've kind of moved things around.
If you can grab this, I will.
Oh, wait, actually, I just fixed the tilt. Oh, hold on. I think it's okay.
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 It'll yell at us if.
Yeah. So, okay, now I'm going to go ahead and download the Edelkrone app. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and download the Edelkrone app, and then we're going to pair the JibOne with the app.
Sure.
So let's pull up the App Store. Just type in Edelkrone. I'm going to hit the download button. And now while this is downloading, I'm going to go ahead and let's get everything turned on. So remember, everything that has power, it's not automatically going to turn on. You want to make sure you turn those power buttons on.
Right.
Yeah, everything should be now powered on. All right, I've got the Edelkrone app downloaded. I'm going to hit open. And it's going to ask you to be able to use the Bluetooth interface. It uses Bluetooth for connectivity with everything. So it's telling us that it has found the HeadPLUS Pro, the HeadPLUS V2 Pro, and the JibOne V2. So we're going to just put a check mark next to each one of these devices. It will actually give you an indicator of the signal strength, and you just hit pair and connect. You'll hear little audible notifications from each device as it connects. All right, so once it actually pairs with the mobile app, at first run, it's going to try and learn the lens that you've got on your camera. So in this particular case, we have a zoom lens, and it is a wide lens, so it's going to ask us those questions once it's done learning the lens limits. So Mel and I did actually have a slider previously that we used, the Rhino Arc 2. We've decided to sell that and invest in the Edelkrone ecosystem. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with the Rhino. It's a great system. We used it for a very long time. We just see more expansive possibilities with the Edelkrone ecosystem. So I'm going to change this to zoom lens, and we're going to tell it that it's a wide lens. And that's it. We're now in the app. So what I can do is I can go ahead and set the first pose. So because it is a pan and tilt head, I can even angle the camera where I want it. And all you're going to do is hold down the pose 1 button, and you'll get an audible indicator that that's been saved. And then I can now go over here and set pose 2. And that's all you do. You can set the speed as well.
This should be cool.
And all I have to do is just hit on pose 1. Oh,
Oh, good call.
so you will get a failure saying jib failed to move. The reason for that is that the tension arm actually needs to be, you need to make sure that it's not too tight. So tighten it, but don't over tighten it. All right, so now I'm gonna go back to pose 2, and I'm just going to go ahead and click on the pose 1 button. And there you go. And you can see that the head is actually moving back to the previous position. And now all I have to do, again, we want to watch those cables. I'm going to hit pose 2. And you'll see both the arm and the head moving into the pose 2 location. My advice with the cables, because you've got so many of them kind of going around everywhere, is use cable ties. Make sure that you've got cable ties. You actually Velcro them in place where they're not going to get caught on anything. So there you go. So that's it. That is the unboxing of the JibOne version 2 and actually how to build it. So thank you so much for watching this video. We're excited it finally got made. It felt like just the universe didn't want this video to get made, but it's done. If you haven't yet, please definitely subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon for new uploads every week. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Have a good one.
Yep, take care. And the individual, fuck, what am I trying to say? Shit.
Let's put a little script.
No, it's okay. Just want to kind of free flow this. Mobile app. The JibOne will put the so with each shit. Okay. It allows the JibOne to put that particular set.
Should I stop recording and keep on going?
No. So the HeadPLUS Pro handles focus. So each point that you set within the mobile app allows the okay, it's gonna be great outtakes.